Dark Case Files, Real Crime, Real Stories. Los Angeles, January 1947, a city of glitz, glamour, and shadows. Among its crowded streets and neon lights walked a young woman named Elizabeth Short. At 22, she was chasing a dream, to be an actress, to make her mark in Hollywood. She had a bright smile, ambitious eyes, and a life full of hope. But the city that promised her fame also held dangers she could never imagine. Elizabeth was born in Massachusetts in 1924. She was intelligent, artistic, and charming. Friends described her as outgoing, sometimes restless, always searching for excitement and opportunity. By 1947, she had moved to Los Angeles, hoping to find work in movies. She took odd jobs, waitressing, clerical work, anything that would keep her afloat while pursuing her dream. She had dated men in the industry, been in nightclubs, and navigated a city that was both alluring and dangerous. On January 9, 1947, she was last seen alive, walking the streets of Los Angeles. That night, she vanished. On the morning of January 15, 1947, a woman walking in a vacant lot in Leimert Park made a horrifying discovery. A body laid out in a vacant lot. A young woman cut in half at the waist, her face meticulously slashed from ear to ear, a grotesque Glasgow smile. She had been drained of blood. The city gasped. Los Angeles had never seen anything like this. The police called her the Black Dahlia, a nickname inspired by a movie released months earlier, The Blue Dahlia, and the dark clothing she had been known to wear. Detectives swarmed the city. Hundreds of officers were assigned to the case. They interviewed neighbors, co-workers, men she had dated, and anyone who might have seen her in her final days. Her life became a puzzle. Who had the motive, opportunity, and means to commit such a brutal murder? The investigation quickly became complicated. Elizabeth had lived a somewhat transient life, moving between jobs, apartments, and friends' homes. Police faced dead ends, witnesses' statements conflicted. Every lead seemed to vanish. Almost immediately, newspapers seized on the story. Headlines screamed horror. Sensationalized photographs and details of the mutilation were splashed across the papers. The Black Dahlia became a national obsession. People lined streets hoping for glimpses of detectives. The press speculated wildly. Love triangles, mob involvement, secret affairs. The media attention both helped and hindered the investigation. Tips poured in, some valuable, many false. The case became as much about public fascination as solving a crime. Police focused on several suspects over the years. George Hodel, a doctor with a dark past, became a prime suspect decades later due to suspicious behavior and alleged ties to Elizabeth. Leslie Dillon, a bellhop with an obsession for criminal psychology, caught police attention for his strange statements. Mark Hansen, a nightclub owner, was rumored to have known her. Every suspect had a story, a motive, or a connection, but none had conclusive evidence linking them to the murder. Investigators considered the meticulous nature of the crime. The body drained of blood, precise incisions, and lack of fingerprints or traces. The killer was skilled, careful, cold. Some theorists suggested she had been lured by someone she trusted. Others proposed a stranger with a professional or medical knowledge. Decades of speculation continue to this day. Over the years, DNA testing and modern forensic techniques have been applied, but the evidence is scarce. Some items were lost or degraded, others remain inconclusive. Elizabeth Short's murder remains officially unsolved, making it one of the most famous cold cases in American history. Her story is a reminder of both the dangers of a city filled with shadows and the limitations of investigative science in the mid-20th century. The Black Dahlia captured the imagination of writers, filmmakers, and the public. Books, films, and countless articles have been written about her murder, exploring everything from theories to conspiracies. Yet beyond the headlines and mystery lies a tragic truth. A young woman's life was stolen in the most horrific way imaginable. Her dreams were extinguished, and justice has yet to be fully served. Elizabeth Short's story is more than a murder case, it's a cautionary tale. A glimpse into a world where ambition, opportunity, and danger intersected in deadly ways. It reminds us that even amidst glamour and hope, darkness can lurk. And some crimes leave questions that may never be answered. This is Dark Case Files. Real crime, real stories. Elizabeth Short will always be remembered, not just as the Black Dahlia, but as a young woman whose life was stolen far too soon, and whose story continues to haunt a city and a nation to this day. This is Dark Case Files. We post real crime every day. Subscribe so you don't miss the next case.